Good morning, everyone. In last class, we discussed about the different types of discontinuous control systems. So, in that, we discussed about two-position control system and which is a three-position or multi-position control system, and next one floating type control system. So, in floating type control system, the rate of change of output that will generate as a constant, nothing but which will shows as a continuous, but again that will have some discontinuous action is there. That is a medium between the discontinuous controller mode and continuous controller mode. So which we have so many disadvantages in the discontinuous controller mode. Why? Because whenever the error is varying continuously, that discontinuous controller mode will not satisfy the accurate, we are not getting the accurate output by the discontinuous controller mode. So for that we are going for the continuous controller modes. The continuous controller modes you already know, which are divided into two types. So two types, first one is individual controller modes and composite controller modes. So in the individual controller modes we have the proportional controller mode, integral controller mode and derivative controller mode according to the action that can be generated. So composite controller mode, just we are going to add whatever the advantages we are going to generate in the proportional integral derivative, we are going to add any two or more than two or minimum of two. We are going to add those two controller modes, then we will get a composite controller modes. So composite controller modes, again those are three types: proportional plus integral, proportional plus derivative, proportional integral plus derivative. So these are the topics we are going to learn in the next sessions. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the proportional controller mode and what is meant by proportional band, what is meant by offset error, how we are going to eliminate the offset error in the integral controller mode. So up to integral controller mode we will discuss in this class. Okay. So first proportional controller mode. What is meant by proportional? So here controller mode that will take the action according to the error. So that control action is the output. Whatever P we are going to take, that P is called as a controlling action or output. So whatever according to the error, no? So that error acts like an input. So proportional controller mode, the name itself, that will generate the proportional action. So proportional action for what? Whatever the output that will generate it, that should be proportional to the input. So output, what is output here? The controller output generated by the controller, that should be proportional to the error whatever that is applied. So according to the error that will generate the output, the relation between those two controller outputs and as well as error, that should be proportional. Okay. So previously we written the equations like which is P is equals to 100%, P is equals to 50% whenever error is below the set point, below the 0 or above the 0, that will generate 100%, like that we written. So here in the mathematical way we can write the proportional controller mode, which controller output I am going to take, that P is proportional to, capital P is proportional to, which is EP. Error is nothing but EP. So P is proportional to EP. So when we remove the proportional symbol, then we get a constant, right? So then we can write what? P is equals to K into EP. Okay, K. Here proportional we are going to talk. So here KP EP we are going to write. Okay. So P is equals to KP into EP. So whenever if initial time, that controller output may not start with 0. Okay, that may start with 10% or 20%, whatever the previous output that will store, that will start from that point. Okay, let us see what is meant by offset. Some residual voltage, residual error is there, no, for any equipment. So from that residual value that will start, let us take. Then that equation will become P equals to Kp Ep plus P naught. Okay, Kp Ep plus P naught, where Kp is a proportionality constant, Ep is what? Ep is a error. Okay, whatever the error you are going to apply, that Ep is a error. What about P naught here? Whatever the residual voltage that will store, not only the voltage, what about the whatever the residual value that will store by that particular controller in the previous case, that will start with some that particular value, that is about P naught. Okay. So for example, if error is equals to 0, you substitute E value equals to 0 in that equation, then what you get? P equals to Kp into 0 plus P naught. So that first term will become 0. So P is equals to what you get? P naught. So P is equals to P naught. What is the P is equals to P naught means? P is nothing but the controller output. that controller output whenever error equals to 0. The controller output whenever the error equals to 0, that E is equals to 0, right? So here P naught that can called as a offset mode, offset error, or else you can call the controller output when error equals to 0. Whatever the controller output whenever the error equals to 0, that can you also call it as a P naught, or directly simply you can call it as offset. Okay, so here that is Kp, which is nothing but a proportional gain or proportional constant. So this is, I am talking about this one, which is P is equals to Kp Ep plus P naught, where P is a controller output, Ep is a error, and P naught is a controller output with no error, nothing but error equals to 0. Okay, so you take this one, which will explain the total entire process control, which is proportional controller mode. Here you take from initial state that will start with 100% latest state, and that will come to the 0%. Okay, so in between there is some error latest state. So this x-axis I am going to take the error, and on y-axis we are going to take, that is controller output, whatever that will generate. So here basically, for example, you take the first graph, this one, you take the first graph. Okay, first initially controller output is started from 100% latest state. Okay, that will saturate it. So whenever that controller output, if error is changes, so if error is changes continuously, that proportional, if here error is increasing. Okay, error is increasing means that measuring value is increasing. So measuring value increasing means we need to decrease the controller output. So here that is that will maintain the proportional action. So that linearly decreases from 100% to 0%, which is linearly increasing. After 0%, again that will be constant. Okay, so here whatever the linear action that can perform, that duration is called as a proportional band. Okay, whatever the proportional action that will perform in between 100% to 0%, that duration is called as a proportional band. Okay, so now you tell me what is meant by proportional band. Whatever the band of error that will perform from 0% to 100% of the controller output change, or else 100% to 0% of a controller output change. That band of particular error is called as a proportional band. Okay, so let us take the another example here. I written another graph. So up to this point that will maintain 100%. So after beyond that one, that will again linearly decreases. So linearly decreases with the proportional action, and again that will generate some 0% of action. So here this is also a proportional band, here is also this is also called as a proportional band. But you compare those two proportional bands. First proportional band which is wider, second proportional band which is a narrow. Okay, so this is called as a wide band proportional band, and this is called as a narrow band. Okay, this is called as a wide band and this is called as a narrow band. So we can relate what? We can relate the proportional band with the which is a proportional gain. Okay, what is meant by proportional gain? Proportional gain, which is Kp, is called as a proportional gain. So we can relate the proportional band, which is range of error to cover 0% to 100% of controller output. That is called as a proportional band. So which we can, which is directly reciprocal with our proportional gain. Okay. So PB, that proportional band, we can take it as a PB. So PB is equals to 1 by Kp. But if you want to write in the percentage, then you can write proportional band is equals to 100 by Kp. This is very important equation. That is a relation between whatever the proportional gain you have and what is the proportional band. Nothing but here you observe, whenever PB value is high, that gain of that particular proportional action will be low. So if proportional band is low, then the gain is maximum. Okay, you observe in this graph. So here this is first graph which will have narrow band. Okay, So which is have wide band. Wide band nothing but proportional band is high. So proportional band is high means what about the gain? Gain value is low. Okay, gain value is low. So next one, if proportional band is low here. So proportional band is low here. So let us take this proportional band low means what about the gain? So gain value is high. So gain value is high. Okay. So let us take this is G2 and this is G1. So G2 is less than G1. Okay. This is the relation between your proportional band as well as a proportional gain. Okay. So proportional controller mode is nothing but that will generate the proportional action from 0% to the 100%. So 0% to whenever that will change from 0% to 100%, whatever that particular band is called as a proportional band. So we can write the proportional equation like P is equals to Kp EP plus P naught, where Kp is a proportional gain, EP is a error, P naught is which is a proportional output with no error. Okay, we can relate the proportional band with a proportional gain by Pv is equals to 100 by Kp. Okay, so this offset. So here you observe, let us take this is a controller output. This is a controller output and here I am going to mention the set point value. Actually this is a proportional action that will start from 0, that will reach maximum and again that will, but that will, is that reaches to the set point value exactly? No, that will maintain some deviation with the set point. So that particular deviation is called as an offset. Okay, that particular deviation is called as an offset. So in the proportional controller mode, actually, and in equation, what is the equation? Here, P is equals to Kp EP plus E naught. EP is equals to 0, nothing but we don't have any error. So we don't have any error and our measured value is reaches to the set point, right? But here you observe, what is the output proportional output? P is equals to P naught then. Okay, if EP is equals to 0, P is equals to P naught. Is that reaches to the output? No. So that will maintain some value. So that value is called as a offset error. Okay. So in order to eliminate the offset error, we are going for the integral controller mode. So here, without any error in the proportional controller mode, without any error, or if error is equals to 0, or if error is equals to constant, whatever it is, that will produces only one output. That output is called as a P naught. Okay. So that output is not changing, nothing but we are not getting any accurate value here. So we are going for the integral action. Okay. So integral controller mode, this is also called as a reset controller mode. Okay. So integral, what is mean proportional? What is mean by proportional? That output is proportional to the error. What is mean by integral controller mode? Same thing here, that output is proportional to the integral of input. Okay. Output is proportional to the integral of error. Whatever the input we are going to take here, that is error, right? So that output is proportional to the integral of error. Then that we can write it as here, which is P of t, nothing but controller output. I'll tell orally, which is P is proportional to integral of EP dt. Okay, so P is equals to, which is P proportional to integral of EP dt. If we remove the proportional symbol, then we get a constant, that P is equals to K into integral of E dt. Okay, where K, that is an integral. So here that I am going to write Ki. Okay. So Ki plus P naught here. Okay, P naught. That whenever that error is equals to 0, whatever the output that will be generated, that is P naught here. Okay. The value of manipulated variable is changed at a rate of proportional or proportional to the derivation. Okay, so that is proportional to the deviation, that is actually integral controller mode. If deviation is doubled, so final control element will move to the twice of that particular first. Okay, so whenever the control variable at set point, that final control element remains stationary. Okay, if our controller value, set point value constant, then that final control element remains stationary at that particular value. So that about P naught, where we written P of 0. Here we are, this is P of 0. So P of 0 is nothing but whenever that controller output, the controller output is, that error is equals to 0. whenever error is equals to 0, whatever the controller output, that P is equals to P of 0. Okay, P of 0. While taking problems, you can understand that one. So here, that will change according to the rate of rate. Rate is nothing but that will having some which is a rate. So first which is a linear, that is having some rate, and second graph which is having some rate, but both are in linear action. So here, whenever the rate of change of error is there, okay, whenever the rate of change of error is there, then that will generate a constant output. Okay, rate of change of error occurs, then that will produces the constant value, constant output value. Okay, so this is about your integral controller mode. So in the integral controller mode, we can generate a parameter. That parameter which is ki. Ki we can define as 1 by ti. 1 by ti. So ki is equals to 1 by ti. So and the related problems. This is about total integral controlling actions. So in the next class we will discuss about the derivative controller mode and how we are going to apply the derivative controller mode with the proportional, integral with the proportional, and PID, how we can apply and how we are going to do the problems that we are going to see in the next class.